Hello. Welcome back to Never Tell Me the Odds. I'm Justin. I'm your host. And I'm sorry this didn't come out yesterday. I got a bit busy with school and I lost track of time. But hey, it's coming out today. We're going over the recent previews um, from the new set, Jump to Lightspeed. Uh, this came out Tuesday. I missed it. The Data Vault, your deck minimum size has been increased by 10. That seems good for like Boss Green, right? Or like um I don't even know what. But it's okay. It's more of the like I want to go late game deck than Rush, which I think is obvious with the other bases. It seems okay. Um Personally not going to use it, or if I do it's going to be with like a really weird build. But I mean it's whatever. I mean it's nothing perfect, right? Then we go to these two cards. So it's a 7 cost cunning card, the Radiant 7. Um, the Radiant 7 was the ship in um, Phantom Menace that they went into the Trade Federation, if I'm correct. Now, it's a 5/6. Tags are Republic, Vehicle, and Capital Ship. But it says each enemy non-leader unit gets -1 damage for each damage on it. That's really, really good. Yeah, it makes sense why it's a legendary. The fact that it drops at sevens, the fact that it's a 5/6, but that ability of for every damage on the unit, it gets -1 attack. It basically cancels out any grit decks. So that's gonna be if you make it against like I don't know, Grand Inquisitor's grit decks, Kira grit decks, you'll be better. The indirect damage, it also has when played, deal 5 indirect damage to a player. It's okay, right? It's 5 indirect damage. Uh, Indirect damage is okay. Um, we'll have to see how it does because I personally don't think indirect damage is going to be that great. I think it's going to be okay at best. But I don't know. Maybe I'll be wrong. um, Next is the Masasasi, the M Tactical Officer, right? It's a 1 drop. It's heroism and aggression. It's a 0/4 with rebel tag. It says action, attack with a fighter unit. It gets +2 damage for this attack. That card is just gonna be really good in drafts and sealed, right? This is a card that you're gonna want to take in that Luke deck for any draft sealed. I'm not sure if you want to play him. I feel like there's better 1 drops, 1 or 2 drops, maybe. It kind of reminds me of like the Compassionate Senators, or like, um, yeah, it kind of reminds me of those units, and I don't know. We'll have to see. It could work well in like a Sabine deck and be more heavy aggro, heavy rush, because it's an action and you get +2 damage. So it could be good in Sabine. I'm just not sure how well it would be in Luke. But we'll figure that out. Again, like Luke is gonna be the first deck that I'll be testing as soon as this set comes out. It seems like a good unit. Um, I just feel like it's gonna be like, oh hey, there's just better 1 drops, right? Like if I'm playing Luke Blue, I feel like I'd rather have like Restored Arc, A Wing, Sabine. I'm blanking on 1 drops. Maybe I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Um, but yeah, like I said, I'm planning on building a Luke Blue, because I feel like it'd be good. But we go next up, Tentative 4. Tentative 4 is a heroism 7 cost unit that's a 5/7 sentinel. When played, create an X-Wing token. This is really bad. This is your average this is your average draft unit, right? This is your average draft heroism sentinel unit, right? Um, which I was expecting to get some. The fact that it's standard at 4 is wild, but the art's good. I mean, it's okay. You play 7, you get a 5/7 and a 2/2. It's not terrible. It's just okay. I mean, it's not something that's ever going to see competitive play. If it does, I will question you on everything that you know because I don't see why you would play this card in competitive play. It's just like there's so many better options for a Sentinel at lower costs, and they're just better, especially in heroism. Um, Next we go up to the Wingman Victor 2. It is a 2 costing command villainy card that is a 3/2 or piloting for 1 command villainy that is a 1/1. When played as the piloting upgrade, create a TIE fighter. I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, like a 1/1 that gets you a 1/1. So it's just a 1 cost that gets you a 1/1 upgrade on a unit and then an additional 1/1 unit. Seems decent. Feels like you're gonna be playing like I feel like a good exploit deck can become made out of this. Just like a huge swarm imperial deck. I don't know, something like that. Something like that can be like can turn out really good. Uh, like if you get like Veers and then this guy on, and then you have like because Veers turns all those Tie Fighters from 1/1s to 2/2s, and that's better, right? I'd much rather have a 2/2 than a 1/1. Um, but it's just it's interesting. It's an uncommon. It's okay, right? It's nothing groundbreaking, right? Nothing extremely good. I don't know if it's just because I'm hugely favoring like heroism that I just don't like have real interest in this card. But like, I mean, it's good. You can play a Tie Fighter, then put it on, and then have a Tie Fighter the unit, which is the 1 drop, 1/1, or Tie Fighter unit, which is a 1 drop 2/1, and then making them a 3/1, and then have another Tie Fighter. Could be pretty good. Could be pretty good. We don't know, right? Um, I have you now. That card's so good. uh, it basically says attack with a vehicle unit. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to it during this attack. It's hot shot or it's shoot first without requiring you to kill. That's so good. That's like incredibly good. The fact that it's an uncommon's wild to me because that like should at least be a rare. It's so good. Like it's for 1. Let's just say shoot first is probably gonna get removed from villainy decks. Well, space or yeah, it's probably gonna get removed from space villainy decks now that you have this. Um, no, that card's really good. And I think it should be a rare. But then we go over to Victor Leader. Oh, I didn't even go over the covers for I Have You Now. I Have You Now was a cunning villainy for 1 event. But now let's go over to Victor Leader. Yeah, that's just this card's going straight into a Tarkin Town TDR deck, right? Or we might see the next leader, which I'm showing off today, become a TDR deck. But Victor Leader is a 3 costing command villainy card unit, space unit. It's a 2/4 Imperial vehicle fighter, and each other friendly space unit gets +1/+1. Having him and Veers out seems really good. I'm like that. That just seems really good. This TDR either Veers or with this next leader that I'm gonna mention, deck seems really good. It's a rare. Doesn't seem like rare level status. It feels like an uncommon, but like I don't know. Maybe I don't make cards for livings. it probably makes sense for it to be at a rare, because that does seem really good. Because that just goes into any TDR deck now. Uh, as long as they're playing, command villainy. Um, I might just go into any command villainy deck now. Boost up some of the stuff. I don't know. It's a good card. But now we're gonna go into what this video is named after. The redefining mid. This unit is extremely mid. Um, if you attacked with a non-token vehicle unit this phase, create a TIE Fighter token. Yeah. No, this Vader seems mid. Uh, and I'm gonna go over why he's mid. Um, and it's because that ability of just creating TIE Fighter tokens, like I feel like I'd rather have initiative. And also the fact that he's a 5/6. So if you go ground, he's just terrible, right? If you go ground, this is just a terrible unit. Okay, so like, I mean, you should never be going ground with this unit. Uh, you should always like at least have some ground units in the deck, but never go ground with this unit, right? And then like his attached side, oh, I really wish I could say he's good, but he really does just seem mid. His attached side, his as a the unit becomes a leader. When deployed as a upgrade, create 2 TIE Fighter tokens. Oh, and it's a 5/5 on top of that. That's nasty, bro. A 5/5 that that creates 2 TIE Fighter tokens when deployed, bro. That's nasty. Again, you're almost always going to be using him as an upgrade. Now, he doesn't have the ability of like Luke where it says this cannot be removed, which sucks because like I'm not gonna lie, in my Luke deck, I am planning on running at least 2 Fighters mainboard, third on the side. Why? Because of leaders like this, right? Your leader just sucks on ground, and your like ship side so good I have to like have an answer. It has to be either it has to either be takedown or rivals or upgrade removal. Which I do think we're gonna see more of in this set. But I think that after having like the starter deck Vader, which I think is like a really solid unit, right? I think the starter deck Vader. No one ever sees me talk about villainy cards, but I think like the set one Vader is so good, um, and like we just haven't seen like people play him. But I just like you compare set one Vader to like this and uh set one just feels a lot better. When you compare like the 2 Lukes together, like it's harder, right? It's like do I want a shield or do I want like well maybe it's also because they play different. Which okay, hold on. That sounds weird saying that like the 2 Lukes play different, but the Vaders don't. The Vaders don't because like you still want to ramp. You like you're not a huge aggro deck with Vader. You're ramping. You're getting to your end game, and then you're winning. Right. That's the plan. That's your plan with Vader. And that's your plan with this Vader as well. Being in green, you ramp. Right. Villainy has really good ramp materials with super laser technician and resupply, right? it, it's good. There's no other way to put it. It's green villainy, you have to ramp. So no matter what colors it goes with, it's almost going to feel like the exact same in my opinion, because like you could go red and then you just have red green Vader, but It's slightly different. If you go blue, I feel like you're just gonna be playing like Blue Palpatine, but um, with more ships. And then if you go yellow, you're just playing Tarkin TDR. Um, so I mean, it's interesting, right? I feel like yellow is going to be his best color because I mean, you want vehicles to attack in. You want that, so it only makes sense if you had T yeah TDR, right? Um, I don't feel like there's going to be that many ground units played in this deck. Similarly to the Luke, uh, I mean, obviously, super laser technicians and Veers, but after that, it's probably just the late game drops like Vader's, Mauls, and Devastator's not ground. Vader's, Mauls, and then depending on what other color you're in, CAD, Zillow, or like Crate, right? You want to ramp, you want to get there, you want to get to the end, and just like obliterate your opponent. I mean, again, I'm not saying this unit's bad. I'm not like this unit could definitely like also top at a sector or a regional. I definitely can see that happening. It's just like he seems okay, right? He doesn't seem bad. He doesn't seem amazing. He seems like right down the middle. And eventually, I want to make a tier list of all the new leaders in the set, and you're just gonna see me play like Piet and Luke on top because they're so good. Um, but again, it's just like Vader's okay, right? He's mid. Like I, it's it's okay. Um, but that's all I have for today. I'm sorry again. This video came out late. I'm going down to my locals tonight. I go to Excel Gaming in Michigan. If anyone that's watching and is in Michigan and like wants to like play whatever, yeah, come down to Excel. I'll be at Destiny on Monday. Um, I'm probably running a new Green Luke deck because I haven't played Green Luke in forever, and I love that deck. But like, if anyone wants tips, anyone wants more help on playing, more help on literally anything, you can also hit me up on Discord. I guess I have to put my link in the I have to put my Discord link in the description. But yeah, if you want to play like Carabas, want to play on that, like come in person play, I'm totally game for all this. Um, I should have some gameplay footage coming up because I'm going to my locals this week. So it'll probably be Green Luke footage and then something else. But like yeah, please like, subscribe. Um, Probably won't see you guys till like next week. Like me doing like one of these commentary videos till next week, when new previews come out and they change some other random stuff. I do want to do a box opening video though. Um, uh, of either like set 1, 2, or 3. I don't know which one. I'm perfectly fine with any of them because I'm still missing stuff from all of them. Uh, I also do want to like just like keep a box. Just like keep one box of each set and be like, yep, cool. All right, well, that's all I have for today. Please like, subscribe, give me some comments down below of what you want to see on this channel, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.